And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Kasarian, and welcome to an episode of Modded Minecraft. Alright, so in the last episode, we got this thing kind of rolling. We got ourselves an auto-processing system. In this episode, we're actually going to make ourselves a sorting system to go with it. Alright? Now, that should be a miscellaneous jug chest, right? Let's go all the way around. And that should be our metals chest, right? Right. Alright, so let's start putting this in place, shall we? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're out. Okay. And while we're back here, disable it. There we go. That looks good to me. So, let us look at what we have to do now. Jump back up here. Let's get ourselves a bit more of this. We'll get those made out. And we may need some more pulsating iron here, but that's neither here nor there. Alright, well, that should actually be plenty. 48, that should be good. Alright, so we're going to use something called the existing item filter, which is the advanced item filter plus a comparator, okay? So we need some smooth stone, some torches, okay. So we're going to need, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, we should just be able to use an advanced item filter for this. Alright, let's see here. Advanced item filter. Let's open this guy up. How many slots do I get with you? We want to set that to insert. Alright. Oops, no. Extract. Let's pull that back out. Let's go back to insert mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to rearrange our own inventory here. Just a little bit. Oh, I still have some pulverized shiny metal on me. Okay, well, let's just jump that right into there. Okay, so, let's see. So we have here, and let's go back over, one of these is our building blocks chest. That would be you. Okay, now, so we have, let's see, what's going to come out of the ground? Shiny, ferrous, aluminum, copper, tin, iron, lead, silver, gold. And now we should be able to come into here, shift left click. We should be able to fill these out quite nicely like this. Okay? And we're going to turn on the OR dictionary. White list, do all that. Channel green. We're going to set the priority up to 2. So we have nothing higher than 2 on this network. It should be fine. Now, if we look at this, how much iron? Let's just use gold. We have 51 in that stack of gold right there. So it would help if this was all connected, to be honest with you. And let's go to here. Oh, crud. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's finish running these. They are all in pull out, but they should all be disabled by default, I think. Right? Yeah, they need a redstone signal to activate. Let's come over to here, and over to here. And then let's link it like that. Awesome. Let's make sure we haven't screwed up everything. Nothing's draining out of everything? No. Okay, good. So I said we had 51 gold in there, right? Right. So let's drop this gold into here. And let's see what happens to it. We should wind up with 52. Yay. Okay, good. Woo, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. So let's drop all this stuff off. It should all get pulled out automatically. Awesome. Now, this sort of advanced item filter shenanigans honestly works best when you're working with, you know, chests that have a pretty set amount of materials in them, all right? For most of the stuff we're going to want to do, we're actually going to want to use advanced item filters because they're, well, they're just a little bit easier to work with. Push. There we go. They are honestly just easier to work with. And I think we need some more of this stuff, don't we? Alright, so let's come back over to here. Let's get 6 more of the U. We have some more solarium. We just need 3 more redstone. Huh, look at that. How convenient. We'll open this guy up. No. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. And we'll have to make one more of those. Okay. Because what we're going to have to make is some comparators. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 comparators. Oh, gosh. What's 9 times 3 again? 27, Kess. 27. You know how to do math, right? You're a YouTuber and all. 27. Let me start my timer while I'm over here. Which also means we're going to need 27 redstone torches. Yay! I love redstone torches. Not really. I actually kind of hate crafting this stuff. Alright, so wooden saplings. 27 divided by 4. Forget it. We're just going to get all this stuff out. We're going to do that. And I'm going to do this. Awesome. And we're going to get 27 redstone. And we're going to put them together to get us 27 redstone torches. Yay. Okay, great. Now we go. I did maths wrong, didn't I? No, I didn't. Look at that. Okay, good. Whew. And we're just going to need a bunch of these Z-Logic controllers, which, unfortunately, a bunch is what I don't necessarily have right now. We do have some more of these advanced item filters, so I can at least demonstrate this to you guys, alright? Oh, this is the comparators, right. Okay. I forget. Alright, 9 of that. We get some 9 comparators. We put that there, this there. We need another 27 redstone. Who said this stuff was cheap? Because I know it wasn't me. So we get some existing item filters, okay? And we put our Z-Logic controllers in there, as we're don't have any more of them because I have no more zombie heads. Joy. Okay. So let's drop down. Oh, hello, Mr. Creeper. Stay dead, please. Okay, so the way these work is pretty easy. So let's come over to the Dust and Gems chest. We'll shift left click. We'll set it to insert mode with the existing item filter. We'll set it priority 2. We'll snapshot it, okay? Anyway, sticky mode disabled. We can see what it is, however. So we have some of that, some redstone, some glowstone, some all of this junk. Okay, good. And now it should remember it. So if we take out, for example, let's actually flip this guy over. Insert. Now we'll demonstrate 2 things here. First of all, if I take out some charged Certus quartz, right? And I drop it into here. It should not end up in the chest here because this chest has a higher priority. Okay? You can see it showed up where we expected it, back in this chest, because this one has a higher priority. However, if I take out some zombie brains, let's say, or, yeah, zombie brains, and I chuck it in here, it should not show up in the metals and dust chest thing, right? Right, showed up back into here because this is being filtered by the existing items filter that we just installed. Awesome. So let's shift left click. Let me throw that in there. We can snapshot that at priority 2. You can see that there. Awesome. What's in this chest? Magical junk. Okay, so let's shift left click. We'll set it to insert on priority 2. And we'll say existing item filter, snapshot show. Awesome. What's this chest? This chest is wood and junk, okay? Wood and junk. I kind of like that descriptor. Huh. Now, I will use another existing item filter here, okay? And to do that, we're going to have to make some more, well, junk, all right? So this isn't going to be entirely finished in this episode because it's going to require me running around, finding zombies, killing them, getting their heads, and turning them into Z-Logic controllers. What are you doing? What are you doing? You aren't doing anything. You are also not doing anything. So then why do I not have any Z heads? Oh, because I already put them over here. Duh. Derp-de-dur, derp-de-dur. Okay. So, we're going to need 12 more redstone. And a bit more paper. And another piece of calcite. Calcite. Now, as you guys can see, I'm doing a fair bit of work through here. All right? Fair bit of work's going on. I'm doing some refining on things and trying to pretty things up a little bit. It's going, I'd say, moderately well. I mean, this is me after all, and I have the interior design sense in Minecraft of a dead clam. Yeah. Don't forget, clams, I think, are blind. So, yeah, don't take my design aesthetic as being, you know, God's gift or anything, and I certainly don't. And I don't really even expect you guys to listen to me when it comes to my design aesthetic. Okay, so let's put that in. We'll get some paper out. Awesome. And let's come back over to here. I'm sorry about that waving around to the mouse thing you see me doing, but that's kind of... It's unfortunately, sometimes my mouse gets a little stuck and I have to clear it up a little bit. All right, so then we got some paper. Yoink. All right. So, now we just have to turn them into existing item filters. Oh good, I only need 3 more zombie brains. Yay. That'll make my in-between time a little short. Good. Alright, so let's give this guy a good whack. We're going to set him to insertion mode. Existing item filter, snapshot, set to 2. And insert mode. Existing item filter, snapshot, set it to 2. And existing item filter mode, snapshot. Oops, no. Insert mode to snapshot. All right. Did that just empty the whole chest? No. Thank goodness. And this chest, this is 1, 2, 3. Okay. So what we are going to do, however, is we're going to flip this guy over. All right. We're going to aim it right. There we go. And we're just going to configure him. Insert priority 0. And what that's going to do is that's going to basically say, hey, computer, this chest is our default route. For those of you who are, you know, familiar with other mods. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over to here, right? And, ooh, more calcite. I like calcite. Even though for some reason it's not affected by fortune. Alright, there we go. And it's only 3 across, right? Right, I think so. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, good. And then we're going to take some item conduits, and we're going to set these up back here, okay? And let's see, basic item filter is just a hopper, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. That's going to be flippin' expensive. Be 30 iron. And a bunch of chests. 6 of them. Each one requiring a chest. A chest is 2 of these. That means I'm going to need 12. That's bloody expensive. But, alright. The things we do. And we'll go back to wood. Put that away. We'll put all of that away except for 2 of them. And those 2 will turn into paper. Right? Right. Because we're going to need paper. Lots of paper. Because if I check this, it's 4 paper per. Times 6. 4 times 6 would be 24, and we need 24 paper. Yay. Sometimes Minecraft can be a little irritating, especially when you're trying to record quickly and do things. And there is one other thing I want to get. If you notice, I have 2 of those barrels that are currently full of cobblestone. That's because, well, cobble. I have a lot of it. And I'm going to have even more of it now that I'm doing this silly sorting system. Well, it's not silly. It's going to be incredibly useful. All right, so we're going to chuck 2 calcite in there. Thank you. Let's get the first one. And we'll get the second one. There we go. Okay, so let us now get what we need. I know some of you guys absolutely detest it when I say let us, but deal with it. All right, so we get 6 of those. We get some paper. And we get some basic item filters. Awesome. The reason I want to do this is just to make the system a bit foolproof, all right? So we're just going to go back to here. And what are you having you? Coal. All right, so let's get some coal. We'll shift left click, set it to insert mode. Basic item filter. Put some coal in there. We'll set you to priority 2. Awesome. And we'll do that. Let's also, oops. Let's do that. What do you have in you? Cobblestone. Shift left click. All right, so then let's do that. Let's shift left click, set it to insert. We'll drop you there. We'll set you to that. And we'll set you to priority 2. Okay, I don't need to do that one. All right, so let's do that. You have, what do you have in you? Sand. Okay. Shift left click, set to insert, priority 2, set you, and set you to sand. Awesome. What do you have in you? Dirt. Awesome. Okay. Set you. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do at all. Set you, insert, and you're what? Dirt? I think you're dirt. You're dirt, right? Yeah. You are apatite. Okay, so let's connect you. Let's shift click you. Let's do this. Insert mode. This, and you are apatite. And what are you? You are gravel. So let's do that. Flip you over. Set you. Can I? No. Okay, I have to put some sort of a filter in there. And we'll set that. We'll set you to priority 2. Let's just make sure all of these are set up vaguely correctly. 2. Oops. Set you up to 2. Awesome. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go down here, I believe. And we're going to hook that together. So now if we watch, when I insert cobble in there, that will fill up. Awesome. Okay. However, if we overload this with cobble, it's going 4 at a time, you should notice that once we hit 64 out of 64, it should stop pulling from here. Or it'll start, it'll start putting it into here. All right, so this barrel's full. What can we do about it? Well, we're going to look at Java barrel upgrades. Now, the first thing we need to do is do a structural upgrade. All right, so we need some fences and some wood. Okay. So let's get some wood. Let's get some more wood. Let's go down here. Let's do this. Are those fences? Yes. And then it goes something like this. Except I need to pull these out and get some planks. And let's just double check. Okay, so the fences are in... Hey! Really? Are you serious? Oops. Ow. Ow. For heaven's sakes. I'm trying to record here, guys. Really? We have to do this tonight? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Alright, let's get back downstairs and I can finish. I'm telling you what I was telling you earlier. Oh, home sweet home. I really need to figure out where they're coming through and block up that entrance because that's getting really irritating. Probably over there somewhere. Or maybe in through here? No, that's up there maybe. Alright, where were we? We were over here, right. And then like this. Okay. So that gives us the first level structural upgrade. So I'm going to shift, right click. You can see it has 1 out of 1 upgrade slots free. Which is what we're going to use. Well, now we need to do the iron ingot upgrade. Yeah, right. Okay. The thing is that if you notice, this storage size, we can upgrade it by 1. So that would be 64 stacks. 2 more pistons and another better barrel. Yuck. Alright, so let's do this for now. Let's do that. Let's put a couple things away. Well, I'm getting very irritated at mobs right now. It's like I have a sorting system. Why am I not using it? Okay, that's better. There we go. So, what are we going to need now? All right. We need a structural upgrade. Of course, probably everything's winding up over here somewhere. No, not quite, but all right, fine. Where is everything ending up? Oh, whatever. Okay. So, let's look at this. All right, so we need just the standard storage upgrade. Okay. What is that? Oh, deletes excess added items. Ooh. Ooh, we should just do that. That'll be easier. Okay. So let's go with some fences. All right. That's like the void jars from Thaumcraft. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's get some 4 iron out. Oh, by the way, for those of you guys who want to know how to fix what I did there, just... Apparently not. Okay, we'll figure that out later. I thought it was just right-click, but apparently not. Okay, so we're going to get a structural upgrade level 2. All right, we'll just throw that on like that. And we're going to get ourselves a piece of obsidian. Some more of this, because we're going to need 2 of you. And 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll get some pieces of redstone and a couple pieces of iron. And like that, we get 2 pistons. And we go like this. All right, now all we should have to do is shift right-click on our barrel. And it's now become a void barrel. Then we open this up, shift left-click. Ah, look at that, 64 to 64. We've added the void upgrade. Deletes excess items. We can actually still add the storage upgrade just to make sure that we have enough cobble. Okay. I think that might not be a terrible idea, actually. Though what I actually really want to do is just make ourselves a wee bit more efficient here. Well, more efficient. Gosh, those things are noisy. Those steam engines that are down there. Oh my gosh. All right. So we're going to do one more thing here. All right. So we're going to grab another 4 gold. We're going to grab 1 of you. We're going to grab 2 of you. And if you guess that means that we're making 1 more machine, you'd be correct. Basic capacitor. 4 of you. And we'll just grab 4 iron. If you notice I'm getting pretty good at these recipes, you would be correct. We're going to make a painting machine. Again, that is from Ender.io. So just some electrical steel, some nether quartz, and a diamond. All right, do I have any electrical steel laying around? I don't think I do. At least I don't see it. Okay, so electrical steel. I think I've made some, but I don't think I've used it. Silicon, coal dust, and iron. Which isn't too bad. And I need 1 more piece of coal powder. Alright, that's not too bad. So let's dash back over to here. Let's go into our sag mill. We'll get ourselves 1 more piece of this. Coal powder. We'll go over to our alloy set 1. 5, 5, and I just need 5 iron. And that should cook up. 5. Let's resort that just for cleanliness' sake. And 5. And that's going to cook. Now this tends to cook really, really, really slowly. Alright. Really slowly. Like a couple hours later we might be done with it. Yeah, look at that. It's already 5 o'clock my time. Or 7 o'clock. Ugh. For some reason I subtracted 5 hours from that. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, you can see how slowly this thing cooks. So let's finish up with the rest of that recipe. All right. Dust and gems. We got ourselves a diamond. All right. We got ourselves a diamond up there. We got ourselves some nether quartz to go up here. Okay. And this thing isn't even close to done, is it? We only have one piece now? Yeah, only one piece. All right, great. So we're going to go, let's see, quite clear glass and solarium. I think we just jumped that in there, and we'll see where that winds up. Okay. So, painting machine. Glass frames, glowstone carpet, dark steel pressure plates, and travel anchors. Yay! Okay. But the main thing it's used to craft is conduit facades, which is what we will actually be using it to create. So why don't I show you how to make some conduit facades? All right? All right. Conduit facades are created just by taking our conduit binder and doing that, okay? And that gets us conduit facades. Now, conduit facades, let me just make sure cobblestone with panel. Cobblestone with panel. Awesome. Conduit facades are really quite cool because, like their name implies, they can actually hide conduits. All right? They're really awesome. I love them, actually. And we're almost done there. Good. Unfortunately, it does take up a fair amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. It does take up a fair amount of conduit binder to do it. Okay? So, yeah, be ready for the fact that your conduit binder is not going to last as long as you think it will when you're using conduit facades, okay? Now, of course, we can make some more binder composite pretty easily. It's just sand, gravel, and clay. We look over here. I mean, I can get some, you know... Hold on for a second. That gets me 8. So we really only need 8. All right. And then, you know, so all I really need to do to get a fair amount of this junk is just to go like that. Like that. I'm too lazy to actually look it up. 2 sand and the rest gravel. Good. And that just got us 64. All right. So it's not a big deal. And, I mean, yeah, I can just do other things with it, but this is fine. All right, so let's run back over to here. Let's drop that in there. That's going to cook that up. And we have our electrical steel finally. Okay, so electrical steel, what do we do with this? All right, we're just going to make a U shape. And we get ourselves a painting machine. Awesome. So let's drop this guy down. Let's configure him. Configure IO. Push out. Okay. Now, we're going to have to put in some conduit panel facades right in here. But first, we need to put in what we're going to paint those facades with. In this case, cobblestone with panel. We put in our facades, and they should get painted. All right, and now they're winding up in here. So they're going to get painted up, and then we can do something pretty cool with them. All right? Yeah, I know. You guys are like, come on, Cass, what are you doing here? So let's take these. I just want to show you before this episode winds up. And let's come down to here. And now I want to hide these things that are right here. All right? Click. What? Yeah, click. What? Hey, come on, buddy. Go away and stay away. As you can see, these fit in quite nicely. They don't connect to texture actually with the normal cobblestone, but that's okay. The normal cobblestone with panel doesn't quite connect to texture properly. But that's all right, you know. You can't get everything you want. Oh, power 2, not bad. But you can get at least some things. All right, so in this episode, we've gotten our basic sorting system mostly set up. The rest of this stuff that I have to do is really just some finagling with different things. I just have to configure. Oh yeah, if you notice, if you mouse over anything that has to do with conduit, those disappear. Also, if you're working with a more advanced system, all right, if you hold shift and... Really? I need to figure out where they're getting into my base from. I really need to figure that out and fix that hole. But anyways, as I was saying, if you're working with more complicated systems, okay, then you might get a little confused as to where your conduits are and which conduits are running where. To that end, your Yeta wrench actually comes in wicked handy. So if you hold shift and scroll your mouse wheel, you can set it, I only want to see energy conduits. See? I only want to see redstone conduits. Well, I don't have any. I only want to see fluid conduits. I don't have any. I only want to see item conduits. All right. Or I want to see everything. Awesome. And again, that only happens while you're holding your Yeta wrench. All right. Also, if you have any conduits out or any wrench out, oh, like heck, you're going to stick around in here. No, 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 no. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, if you're holding any conduits, the facades will disappear as well. So just to let you guys know that, that's how that works. You guys should be aware of it. I'm going to cover up the holes in the walls. We have a nice system set up now, and I'm very, very happy with it, actually, because I can just drop this in there, and this in there, and this in there, and this in there, and this should all disappear. All right, guys. This has been Mr. Kassarian. I want to thank you all for watching. If you like this episode, give me a like, comment, subscription. Let me know you're out there. As always, guys, happy mining.